With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first Super Bowl of the new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Check up. 622. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Now it's Lott. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw is Lott. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So from the 36 now, first and 10. A shotgun snap for Lott. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Hey, check up. 190. I know he ain't got it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Luck. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Luck on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script, if they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Lott steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. From the gun, here's Lott. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Keith Bullock coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. throwing now. Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll buy some time right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Luck. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Michael Irvin, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's Lott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short.
Let's go, let's go. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready up. Squeeze. In your face.
Vic will look to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. And his first look is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Vic to throw it. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Throwing, Vic. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Vic. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a first down throw. Locke. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Greg Olsen there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Nifty move by Gordon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Here's Luck. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
And the Giants 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Michael Vick. Escaping the pressure right. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now Gordon on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Luck. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and get this run game going. This This is Barkley, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, Vick out of the gun. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion, but it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Again, it's Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Vick, forced out to his left. He finds his target, Beckham. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Love. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
On
first down, it's Love. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And some room to roam now. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 on. 40 to mark. 40 to mark. 3 buck, 3 buck, 3 buck. Check 4, check 4.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Watch twist. Shift, shift.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Jackson now off the bootleg. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Check out. Ladies.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 83 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here? Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Jackson now. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Yellow. I go on, 80. We ain't giving up nothing today. 15. Check 17.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer Marcus Allen. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Easy.
Alpha.
Now here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Yellow.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Exit.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
High 7, let's go. Mike 40, check, he's coming back.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Allen down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Move, fellas, let's go. Hey, Mike 40. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go. Check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, just...
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Yeah, that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Fight on these two. these two. Let's go on, 80.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
15.
Give me some. Give me some.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Caught by Allen. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. This is Gordon. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second and 14. Luck. Got a man open. It's the Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They are going for it. It's locked. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin Bush, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now 14-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage? Under pressure, they got him again. Devin White in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here's Locke. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Young
to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
You draw Corker. Ready?
Back to it after the pick 6. Young. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now here's Young. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Steve Young, and he finds his target. It's sharp. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. To throw again on 2nd down, Young, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
Again, it's Young. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Stenerud able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 21-yard line.
Check out. 140.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Pretty move. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to...
On first down, Locke. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Locke. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Young to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Too Tall Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on first down, Young, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Hey, wahoo! Hit it.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Returnable for Lockett. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You're talking about taking momentum into the half with you.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Locke. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Young. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. 22 yards there, a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
It's Young on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Looking to throw. Young steps away to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Terrell Owens, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the play.
And the Saints, first down.
Young now, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Young into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discuss.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Sharp. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Young off the play fake toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
To the air once more, Young. Now he's got it. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. He finds Robinson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Love. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Next to score, Chargers 21, Saints 17. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. It'll be Young again. Dancing to his left. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Come on now, let's go!
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Luck now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Michael Irvin, 75 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. But as he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And going deep for Hill. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. And this is caught, and they've got the lead here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Slam, slam, slam.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Now it's Luck. Sliding out of the pocket, and he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Luck now to throw. Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Luck. Oh, no, he lost the football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Saints will have the football back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Young. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Luck. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Sets up a 3rd